It's a fast-paced and changing world out there. New technology, new environmental concerns, fluctuating economic conditions. Automotive service providers around the world are looking for better products and services to generate more revenue and increase profits. Consumers, on the other hand, are looking for ways to reduce transportation costs and to increase the longevity and the value of their vehicles. After all, an automobile is the second largest, if not the largest, investment made by most people. Are you providing your customers with all of the products and services that they desire? We have the answer for both the automotive industry and consumers around the world. We're Autolife, and we are driving for a better world. Things were much simpler in the good old days, and some people wish that things wouldn't have changed, but they have. Today's high-tech vehicles have a much heavier workload in the past. Air conditioning, power steering, and other power-driven systems, plus smaller engines which must produce higher horsepower and lower emissions in combination with the day-to-day bumper-to-bumper traffic cause today's engines to run at higher temperatures. These higher temperatures cause motor oil to break down more quickly. Oil breakdown creates additional friction, and friction causes excess heat, which results in premature engine wear and a reduction in performance. The American Petroleum Institute says sludge deposits are formed by combinations of water from condensation, dirt, and the products of oil deterioration and incomplete combustion. These contaminants form no matter how often the oil is changed. The wear metals and other damaging deposits restrict an engine's ability to perform efficiently and thus shortens engine life. Did you know that every time you perform a standard oil change and install new high-quality motor oil into your customer's engine, that you are mixing the new oil with approximately 1/2 of a quart of old, dirty, contaminated oil? You've heard the oil industry talk about the harmful effects of sludge. That's right, sludge. It's a problem, and some vehicles retain up to 3 quarts of old oil after the oil is drained during a standard oil change. That's why changing motor oil on a regular basis is probably the single most important service that can be performed to ensure long engine life. But take a look at this. Here's the equivalent of 1/2 quart of used motor oil that is typically left in an engine during a standard oil change. Here's the equivalent of 5 quarts of new high-quality motor oil which is added to the engine. Let's see what happens to the new motor oil when an engine is started. Customers need the Autolife internal engine cleaning system with cleaning solution by DuPont. The Autolife internal engine cleaning system is user-friendly and has been designed to remove the old oil, loose sludge, gum, varnish, and other harmful contaminants from the engine's oiling system. The Autolife system works in conjunction with the standard oil process. It adds about 3 to 4 minutes of additional labor to each standard oil change process. That's because when the Autolife service is performed, automotive service technicians follow the same steps that are common with the standard oil change process. First, the technician removes the oil drain bolt. Next, the oil filter is removed. While the used motor oil is draining, the technician can attach the patented Autolife oil filter port adapter. The oil filter port adapter is attached by spinning onto the oil filter housing on both canister and spin-on type oil filters. The oil filter port adapter hose from the Autolife machine is connected to the adapter. Once the used oil has been drained from the engine, the technician attaches the patented Autolife drain bolt adapter to the drain bolt hole in less than 30 seconds. The drain bolt adapter hose is then connected to the adapter. It's that easy. The technician simply selects either the gasoline, diesel, or heavy-duty diesel function, depending upon the vehicle type. The technician now pushes the start button on the control panel. The Autolife machine begins by pumping the DuPont cleaning solution, which is heated to 110 degrees Fahrenheit up through the oil filter port. This is the flush cycle. You can see the DuPont solution pulsating into the engine. Now the DuPont solution will remove the excess contaminated oil from the engine oil passageways, where it is then recovered through the drain bolt hole adapter and pumped back to the Autolife machine. The solution is now triple filtered through a safety screen canister. a 5-micron filter and a 3-micron filter inside of the Autolife machine. After about 2 minutes of pumping the DuPont solution into the engine and recovering the contaminants and solution from the oil drain bolt hole adapter, the Autolife machine stops recovering the fluids from the drain bolt adapter, but continues to pump the DuPont solution into the engine for about 30 seconds. This allows the oil pan to fill up and submerge the oil pump screen in the solution. Then the Autolife machine stops pumping the DuPont solution into the engine. Now the internal engine components in the oiling system are soaked in the DuPont solution for 30 seconds. This is the soak cycle. Once the soak cycle is completed, the Autolife machine begins pumping air into the engine through the oil filter port adapter while the contaminants and solution are recovered from the drain bolt adapter. This is the recover cycle. The flush, soak, and recover cycles are repeated a second time so that the engine is power washed 2 times with each service. From start to finish, the Autolife service operates for about 9 minutes. It is important to note that the Autolife machine service is operating at the same time that your technicians are performing their multi-point service check on the vehicle. Now the technician removes the adapters from the oil filter port and the drain bolt hole, installs a new oil filter, reinserts the drain bolt. New high-quality motor oil is now installed into the freshly cleaned engine. After starting the vehicle, the technician checks the oil level on the dipstick. Let's take a look at what would happen when we installed the equivalent of 5.5 quarts of new motor oil into the engine, which has just been flushed clean with the Autolife system. Let's start the engine. This is the result of an oil change with the Autolife service. Let's compare the standard oil change with the Autolife oil change. Which one would you choose?
We've been using the Autolife engine cleaning system for about 8 years now in all of our Texaco Express lubes. The add-on sale is great. Customers love it. The service, the customers know that the service is really good because they get to see the service. The proof is on the dipstick. They see the proof on the dipstick because it's nice and clean.
We've had the Autolife system in our 7 stores for Texaco Express Lube for about 7 years now. It adds for about 20 to 25% of our add-on sales. The Autolife system is one of the only systems, the internal engine cleaning systems, that I'd put into my facility as far as reliability, durability, and as far as giving the customer a quality product, which I feel comfortable with, and knowing that after 20,000 services that we've done through our system and never had anybody come back or any problems with the machine holds up. The filtration system, we've never had any one customer ever come back and say, hey, I think this thing screwed my system up. It's had nothing but good comments. Customers come back and they tell another friend, and they also tell family members and neighbors and friends, and that's basically where our business comes from, is word of mouth. One of the things about the Autolife system is as far as once we've completed the system on the vehicle, you get better fuel economy, it reduces emissions, you get a quieter running and smoother running engine. We've had vehicles come in here, we've serviced where we've had them knocking up on the topper half where rocker arms were making noise. We've done the Autolife system on them, and they've drove away quiet. So that made a firm believer out of myself, is when we've serviced vehicles that had problems or running rough problems or engine noise problems, and after we've done the service on them, that those noises and problems have gone away. So that's what actually sold us about 7 or 8 years ago when we initially got the Autolife system put into our facilities.
The Autolife system is a value-added service, quick and easy to use, very convenient, provides high customer satisfaction, generates high profits, and is tested and approved by the EPA for disposal into the waste oil stream.
Engine cleaning machine now in our 4 Texaco Express lubes for most of the last 20 months. We love the service. We love what it does for the customers' vehicles. In less than 20 months now, we've done approximately 4,500 services on various cars. Our 4 stores range in volume from about 70 plus a day on the high end to just over 20 cars on the low end. Yet we have 2 machines in each one of our stores so that we can do a service anytime a customer comes in. We found that the machines are very user-friendly. They're easy for our employees to use. They're very easy for our customers to see the benefits from. They've been very profitable. We have not had a single complaint in almost 2 years of using them now. So I can't give them high enough recommendation. They've really helped our profitability in a very tough economy.
The Autolife internal engine cleaning service is being used by new car dealers and automotive service professionals across America and in other countries throughout the world. Isn't it time that you provided your customers with the best that technology has to offer? The Autolife system provides your customers with the highest performance oil changes available today. So don't shortchange your customers and don't shortchange yourself. Get the Autolife internal engine cleaning system and you will keep your customers smiling while you go to the bank. Autolife provides you and your staff with effective point-of-purchase materials and customer support. At Autolife, we know that good teamwork will provide winning results.